If you work for MSNBC or CNN, the only way you can stay relevant is to cry about Donald Trump. It's the only way they've stayed relevant for the last 4 years, and it's all they can do is cry about the orange man bad. Chris Hayes is a soy boy extraordinaire to a level that has been rarely seen. He's up there with the Daniel Kibblesmiths of the world. He's that much soy. In case you don't know who Daniel Kibblesmith is, go ahead, do a Google search of that guy. That's Chris Hayes' competition right there for soy boy extraordinaire. But Chris Hayes has been crying about Donald Trump nonstop every single day for the last 4 years. This man has no penis. This man has no life. This man is suffering from TDS. And we're going to talk about his latest nonsensical claim right here. MSNBC host claims President Trump is taking steps to make people sick and is pro-beer bug. This is the world that they live in. This is the world that they live in. They actually make themselves believe this so that they can then push that narrative out there and try to make other people believe it. Imagine being this mentally challenged. It's not that hard when you have watched this dude over the past 4 years. The soy boy extraordinaire himself, Chris Hayes. Like most Twitter-using Americans, you started your morning seeing the trending words Chris Hayes. The MSNBC primetime host randomly tweeted out that he thinks the President of the United States is pro-beer bug. And he says it right here. Trump is objectively pro-beer bug. At first, it seemed Hayes was an angry tweeter who woke up bored looking to make the front page. I thought so. Then, it turned out his claim is a talking point of his. Per Hayes, President Donald Trump is actively taking steps that will make people sick. No more teases. Here it is. And it says, watch, if you take the steps that Donald Trump is taking, not just refusing to combat the you-know-what, but actively taking steps that will make people sick, then you are objectively pro-beer bug, says Chris Hayes. So we are clear. This wasn't live TV going wrong and picked up by the blogs. Hayes even retweeted his wild conspiracy. This bold and reckless claim that a human is rooting for people to die, which is the result of beer bug for some, lacks sense. The beer bug is the primary reason Trump fell so far in the polls earlier this summer. It's not helping him, as Hayes illogically indicates, and it has definitively hurt his odds. Trump's re-election campaign was set to run on a booming economy, a deciding factor for many independent voters. Instead, when the unemployment line began to mirror Los Angeles traffic in response to the beer bug, Trump's chances plummeted. Trump's poll numbers have since improved, though still trailing Joe Biden's. The best of all, this picture, picturing Hayes, radical fans proudly smiling. They, unlike the president, prefer a world absent of a global pandemic. I mean, again, it's not surprising that an MSNBC host would say this. I mean, this is the world that they live in. And as the article said, before this all happened, we had a booming economy. Everything was heading in the right direction for Donald Trump's America. This is the America that all of the far left weirdos told us was going to be collapsing at its core, that we were going to be in all types of wars and the economy was going to be in the trash because Trump has been bankrupt, because they don't understand how business works. It's just nonsense. So yeah, pre-beer bug, the economy was booming and the country was heading in the right direction. And now suddenly we're talking about a different set of problems. It's almost like this is politically driven. Interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Now again, do I think that there is something legitimate that we should be concerned about? I do. But I do believe it's been politicized to a ridiculous place where we have shut down the entire country, where we're having to wear masks everywhere, and these far-left lunatics on MSNBC and CNN are crying and whining and claiming that everyone that doesn't think exactly like they think wants everyone dead. Then we also have the riots, and we also have the mainstream media reporting on every single interaction that ends badly when it's a cop and a black guy, or when it's a black guy and a white guy, and the white guy ends up hurting the black guy. The mainstream media wants to talk about that and blow it way out of proportion, yet they don't ever want to talk about race when it's a black guy hurting a white guy or something of that nature, because the mainstream media has weaponized all of this stuff, and you're either smart enough to realize it or you're dumb enough to vote for Biden. It's that simple. Again, this is my personal channel. I'm not really worried about your feelings here. So again, you're either smart enough to realize what's going on or you're dumb enough to vote for Biden. That is where I leave this conversation, and I'm going to say it one more time. My campaign slogan for 2020 is you're either smart enough to realize what's going on or you're dumb enough to vote for Biden. That simple. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget, Chris Hayes is the soy boy extraordinaire. Maybe only matched by Daniel Kibblesmith. And again, if you're not aware of Daniel Kibblesmith, go ahead and do a Google search of that guy, and then you can decide who is the soy boy extraordinaire, Chris Hayes or Daniel Kibblesmith. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.